What's happening?
Yo, it kills me every time that we got an intro video. Like, and the crazy thing is, I mean, I feel like that I wanted to delay to give people an opportunity to get to it because they're never there when it comes in. So it's just an interesting piece, man. So, but what's good, my brother?
Same old same, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, we do what we do, man. We live and direct. It's Love Week. You know what I mean? Smack dab in the minute of Black History Month. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm excited. I had the opportunity. I actually ducked out of Cecily's concert today.
How was
she's
it?
live in Baltimore. And man, that woman's musical instrument is just different. It is just, I'm in awe of her talent. So
that's what's up, though.
Yeah, man. Had my man Brandon out there looking like a Shaft remake. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty.
He had the leather on?
Nah, he had like a suit jacket and a serious turtleneck. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He R&B turtleneck?
Yeah. All he needed was a chew stick, boy. He'd have been in his element. But anyway, man, welcome everybody to In Theory, man. We appreciate you guys for coming through as always. I mean, we live in effect, send it to a friend, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time to start talking about some R&B stuff.
Absolutely. Listen, man, I did not know how long awaited this Victoria Monet piece was.
Yeah.
But people on Instagram, social media have been going crazy talking about she's getting ready to drop a product. So this is fresh off the presses. I caught this today. It's brand new. This is Let Me by Victoria Monet. I like this. And you know what? I like Victoria Monet overall. But this one is the subject matter is letting her bail a gentleman out of his despair. You know, he's out of an old situation. She's saying, let me bring you into a new one. Let me show you how it's supposed to be. But it sounded good, man. I like it. And she don't really drop bad music.
Nah, I was gonna tell you, man, that like I think that she's a talent, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I think she may be caught up in the machine of a lot of similar sounding artists.
Yeah.
And I think for us older generation, you know what I'm saying, like if we're not being, handed, I mean, I think these young cats, I think we have it, like we found out way too late they have new music or they have, you know what I'm saying, different music. Like you literally got to have like, I think a teenager or 20 semi-young-year-old to be up on it, you know what I'm saying, unless you're a real
BET Awards.
Yeah, and then I mean, us as I'm gonna go ahead and say it as the less sensitive gender. We ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't doing a whole lot of checking in all reality for, you know what I'm saying, music outside of my window box past what we do for this, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that she's a talent and continuously, following things like that brought it to horizon. I actually do like the song a lot.
Yeah, and like again, if you find yourself in that space, much like myself or the professor, allow yourself to stretch with this one. It's pretty good. I liked it. I would spin this again.
Yeah. I like her music, man. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. She ain't done nothing that this they all tickle my giblets. So I'm slowly becoming a fan. I'm not going willingly. You know what I mean? I'm being dragged into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What y'all think? Y'all listening to Victoria Monet? Let us know. All right. Now, this is a little heavier. These young people were emoting this week. So Victoria Monet was emoting. Okay, Kendra says she loved. Okay, we listening. All right. But the artist is Joji. And he's accompanied by Giveon on this Piece of You. And this one is a little heavy. It's a little sad. But Giveon gonna give you what you need, with the voice. And And it's basically a breakup track. Like, I'm out of it. I don't have anything else to give, and I don't need a piece of you. I don't need to bring a piece of you with me. But it's good. And Giveon gonna do what he do.
I want to say this. I don't know what's like kind of popular that people consume that I don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Giveon is that for me.
What you mean?
It's something about his sound I just don't dig.
You know what? I think it's that it's always the same. Like I think the music that we listen to, even the artists that were popular, they weren't putting out the same product back to back to back to back, right? Like it was still some variation. They were trying to refresh it or come out with something. Giveon gonna give you Giveon every single time, yo.
Yeah, like I remember someone telling me, like, man, I can't listen to Sade too long. Like, you're gonna have to hide the razor blades and you know what I'm saying, the sleeping pills.
Yeah.
I feel that way about him. Like, it's like, yo, if I'm riding on a long ride, like an accident might happen. Like I might
just ran off the road listening.
Yeah, I might just take a hard right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so it's something about his sound that like
it's very unique. Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, big shout out my man, little brother Eddie's on the joint. He said his sound is unique, and I get it. And I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, there's some things that I feel like, but I don't feel like them all the time, or I gotta feel like them when I love them. If I don't get it when I'm in the mood for them, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I usually get his songs when I ain't looking for it.
I definitely understand what you mean. Like a lot of his stuff, you can't tell what the mood is on the music. Like, is it? Are we happy? Are we sad? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Giveon? Like, it's just no variation to me. But like you said, when I want to hear it, I want to hear it. What's the first track he came out with? That thing was a banger, right? And then everything else after that is kind of.
So that's the whole the heartbreak thing.
No, not even that one. Not heartbreak. I'm trying to think of the very first one.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't like those songs. Yeah, like,
all right.
Again,
so he's no Barry White for you. It don't matter. The voice, it don't matter.
Listen, and again, I'm not saying that it's bad music. Like, I want to tell you that flat out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't think that it's bad music. I think it's produced well. I think it's written well. I think he emotes well. It just doesn't resonate.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. This piece of you it's heavy. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I did like it, but like you said, it's a space for it.
Yeah.
All right. And this is my another emoting young man. I had never heard of Eric Ryan before, but he came up in my mix. And this one is With You Alone. And this is this young man just asking for some time alone with this young lady. Show me that you got some interest in me. And I liked it a lot, man. So I'm putting y'all on to Eric Ryan.
How old is this track? When did it debut?
This came out in, golly, I just looked that up. It's early. I want to say January.
Okay.
I mean, it's new. It's new. It's a short track. You know, they make their music is 2 minutes long. But I liked it. I enjoyed it, man. So I'm recommending With You Alone. It's still a little heavy for me. He's asking to spend some time alone, but it's almost like a beg, like he's sad about it. Like she's not giving him what, and that's the difference. You know,
last ditch effort.
Yeah.
Last ditch effort. He's begging.
Yeah. There wasn't no swag on it. He wasn't feeling confident about the situation. You know what I mean?
It's that drunken phone call, that baby please. Like, come on.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But I did like the production on it. I was reading up on him. It says he does a lot of his stuff in a jam session style. So he may not plan to make music, but that's how he creates. Like they come together and put together music on the spot. So check that out. With You Alone, Eric Ryan. Drunk phone call. All right, what's happening in R&B? You sent this to me, so I had to go look at the interview.
Yeah.
Teddy had a couple of points on the Breakfast Club this week.
So I think he's having a I don't want to call it a crisis. Why you start laughing?
Cause like that, I kind of see what you mean. Like
I think it is like, who doesn't give Teddy Riley his props for if you know music, if you even completely somewhat know music, Guy is an imprint group.
Absolutely.
Blackstreet is an imprint group. Teddy Riley is given all the credit for New Jack Swing.
Sweat. Yeah, like you give Teddy his flowers.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to understand the whole
him on there whining, saying that he don't get enough love.
Yeah, it just seems like that that something's getting ready to drop. Like, is he on the Epstein files? Like, I feel like he copping pleas. Like even inside of,
he was doing that "Make America Great" thing. Make America. I think he was on the other side of that for a minute.
He's pushing back against a narrative that I don't know. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the whole when he talked about Guy. He talked about Guy in his Sway interview. So, like, that's what I'm saying. He's going on a whole tour, and I'm trying to figure out what is the reason for the tour. He's going on is what is coming.
Well, he did say the third point, his last point was that he's coming out with new music. He didn't speak to that as much, but we've talked about this earlier. He's supposed to be recreating Guy with new members. But yeah, more like you said though, most of the interview was him kind of saying that he doesn't get credit as foundational to R&B, and he said he doesn't feel famous.
Who says that? The only thing that we legitimately are even in a sense of ridiculing Teddy Riley for is the fact that he's dyeing his beard and his goddamn mustache and he looking like a goddamn villain. Like, hey, bro, just age gracefully. Aside from that, I don't have no problem with what he got going on and who he is. Again, even if Guy 2.0, he has a right to say that Guy is a foundational group and they make music that will last forever. And Absolutely. It is his job to make sure that Guy's music lasts forever. I don't understand the whole aspect of like going on there and then like on the Sway show, he was just like, yo, them dudes don't like me. I don't like the way that.
So you said you feel like he's playing the victim role, kind of.
Yeah, like.
Well, they in the chat. Kachina DaCosta said it's clickbait. Did he write a book? I didn't know that. So he might be looking for some. It's clickbait. He wants people to. He's drawing attention over to him. You know what I mean?
I get it, but it's not a book I want to read. Like
I'm gonna read Teddy Riley's book. That's an interesting book.
No, it's not. Not if
unless he's gonna be whining the whole.
That's what I'm saying. If the story he's telling already is from one of defending his legacy, like, hey, yo, bro, when you great, I've said this definition. Yo, has-beens talk about themselves. Legends have other people talk about them. Like, hey, yo, he don't need to talk about himself. He don't need to defend what he's doing with his music. He don't need, like, if Teddy Riley wants to come out with an album, Teddy Riley needs to come out with an album. He don't need to defend that. He got so much greatness that he's done that he don't.
You don't have to do another thing for the rest of his life, and he's still Teddy Riley.
It's on some Real Housewife type shit. That's all I'm saying. I can't dig it. Like, you're not getting and I'm not one to call a man a diva, but I agree with Medea. Like,
our chat will definitely call
yeah. I mean, and listen, you talking about, man, he's made some of my all-time favorite music. So there's definitely no knock on the legend that man is.
What? All right, Teddy. Breezy was talking greasy. So immediately after Bad Bunny's performance, CB popped up on IG and said, I think it's safe to say they need me. And it was a split response to it. Like, half the people were saying, yeah, they do need you. And half were saying that it was poor time and it was in poor taste.
It's both ends. It's both ends. Listen, we all know that Breezy gives a hell of a show, right? There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So I would love for him to do a Super Bowl. but he also can't be in the sense which seemed that he putting down another global artist. It seemed like hating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it came off a little hatish to me.
Yeah, it's like
I,
yo, like
I think I
you.
wholeheartedly agree with you. I no hands down, I wouldn't mind seeing a breezy halftime show. But I do think it was in poor taste him shitting on the Bad Bunny thing, because I thought that was pretty decent too.
I'm also going to tell you that I like Chris Brown. He got in the industry very early. I don't know how culturally advanced he is. And so I think that deals in a lot of where it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, his exposure isn't past, anything more than, you know what I'm saying, what his experiences are. So, I mean, he doesn't collaborate with too many people. I mean, which is crazy because he
Who
collaborates
don't
within his
collaborate with so
culture.
many people?
No, what I was going to say outside of his culture. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? So,
Breezy for the
he ain't,
people.
yeah, you ain't going to see Chris Brown with Ricky Martin out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and again, the Super Bowl show was, if you had some kind of cultural, you know what I'm saying, understanding and you dug it, you dug it. Now, I'm not, here's again, like, yo, every year the Super Bowl comes out, and then people start talking about the symbolism behind the Super Bowl. And it's so crazy because they digest it so fast. And it's just like, 2 minutes after it's over,
you ain't lying. In 2 hours, everybody had.
Oh God, you didn't understand the symbolism, the sugar cane. Yo, man, shut up. Like, yo, did you not enjoy the music? I enjoyed the music. All the
No. But I think they are bringing that to the table now. I mean, that was purposeful. So I don't mind, like I said, digging through and learning something the day after. But yeah, like, the whatever nut just hopping on and creating meaning in 5 minutes. Some of it being left field, but I do enjoy learning through the last few performances that they've had.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay
Or
to
the
me.
creative spin on it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you like this: the Super Bowl halftime is entertaining. I'm gonna ask you if it was so entertaining that, like, my 10-year-old son was like, "Dad, this is kind of boring." So I'm gonna keep it straight. It didn't hold his attention. You know what I'm saying? We were watching the Super Bowl together. So what I'm saying to you is that you also got to know. So if 114 million people watched it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The conversation really goes is, did you keep 114 million people entertained, or was 14 million people entertained? 70 million people didn't want to say anything bad about it, and then the other whatever math is left over was like, man, I hated that shit. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like, so that's really the conversation.
I mean, well, you could say the same thing about Beyonce or Kendrick Lamar 2 years prior. I mean, that's the same conversation. We're just talking to a different population. I thought the show was good. I didn't understand the symbolism of some of it, but like I said, I thought it was good to learn, and that's a huge population in our country. So, let them,
I'm not mad that he brought my man Ricky Martin out. So
yeah, I mean, Ricky Martin got off.
Yeah, I mean, so
I like he had some flavor on that dance team.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of things on that dance team. It was a lot. It was. Let me tell you something.
Time,
all I know is this.
I don't know. I wouldn't know a Bad Bunny song from whatever.
White America was up in arms. That's all I need.
They absolutely were. Absolutely.
All right. What else you got, man?
And then last but not least, man, this was dope to me. I did not know these Aquarians all share the same birthday today. So D'Angelo, Brandy, and Kelly Rowland all celebrated birthdays today. Of course, the late, great D'Angelo, Brandy Norwood, and Kelly Rowland. So today was a big birthday.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, one of the things I hate in life is people always representing their sign and shit. Like that it means something. You know what I'm saying?
It might mean something.
It don't mean shit.
I'm stars are aligned for these great talents to come forth on the same day.
Man, motherfuckers born in November can sing. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody want to hear that shit, man. So I'm just, like,
whatever you believe, it's quite a coincidence I mean, it was some big birthdays today. So yeah, I was gonna ask what was your favorite track by each of them, but there's one artist on here I can't name a favorite track from.
What you talking about, Kelly?
I mean, listen, you tell me.
Hey lover, do another round. That's my jam. I like that.
Yeah, that was all right. That was
It
all
was
right.
Brandy sitting up in my room. No. I want to be down the remix. And D'Angelo, I mean, I'm going these dreaming eyes of mine. There you go.
That's my favorite D'Angelo, probably. But
Yeah.
I listen to D'Angelo too much to say that. Brandy's mine is probably Put That on Everything. And Kelly Rowland, I'm gonna still have to lean on Dilemma. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, man.
I don't listen to too much Kelly Rowland. I'm gonna be honest. Listen, she's not hard on the eyes at all.
I don't think Kelly Rowland listens to a lot of Kelly Rowland. She don't have a lot of stuff out. What you I mean?
Kelly Rowland got out. She got a single out now for her new movie with Method Man. Y'all go check that out.
I'm just telling you that you ain't going far in a car ride listening to Kelly Rowland's music.
All right. Listen here, man. We got a guest on the show this evening. And you know what? This is a spin the block because we missed her before the Wine Fest.
Absolutely. I mean, she was. I mean, if you were at the Omega Sci-Fi Wine Fest, I mean, she tore it absolutely up. Her vibe is just undeniable, and I mean, I'm excited about having her.
Absolutely. Miss Deborah Bond is an indie soul artist. She has toured the world. She's worked as a background vocalist with heavy hitters. We'll get into all of that. But she is here with us tonight. Let's welcome Miss Deborah Bond.
Look at her looking all lovely. Yeah. Hey, Sparkles.
She always shining on us. Look, she matches the background.
I just came from a gig, so
okay.
So I'm a sparker for y'all. What's up?
Welcome to In Theory, man. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you for being patient with me and having me. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. Look, so tell us the backstory. Like, how did Deborah Bond come to be as an indie soul artist?
I'll try to keep it short. I am a Gen X. I am born into the 70s funk soul. I was birthed into that, So I grew up surrounded by all of the greatness that was on the radio, Stevie and Shaka and Minnie and Luther and P Funk and Earth, Wind and Fire, Isley Brothers, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I knew when I was like a little kid, I knew that I loved music, had a connection with it, would hear it everywhere and anywhere, wanted to watch it once MTV came along. That kind of enamored me because I was into seeing visuals and seeing how the artists portrayed their songs and their videos. And I knew very young that I wanted to sing, and I started writing really young. And then I had like homegirls around the way in high school, and we would harmonize SWV, and we would try to like sing as much harmony as we could. And by the time I got to college, I had already written songs and been in front of people lightly doing musical theater. And I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. So in New Haven, surprisingly enough, it's a very Black urban part of Connecticut, which is not that. So most of Connecticut is not that. So I didn't really grow up like traditionally like singing in the church. I grew up with young parents who were a product of the music around them. My father was really into Parliament Funkadelic P-Funk. So I really do think it's a divine thing with me. I think I really did know that I wanted to be a creator and a singer very young. And when I moved to Washington, D.C. for college in the 90s, I mean, it's DC in the 90s. It's like bands, which I'm like big on bands. I love bands. And I always wanted to be a part of a band growing up, seeing, Rufus and Shaka and Sade and just bands, Earth, Wind and Fire, Brothers Johnson, anything that was a group of people grooving together. I wanted to do that. So when I got to DC, it felt like it was a band city. And by that point,
Absolutely.
yeah, I was like, I want to find the music. I gotta find who's playing, like what's going on. So I'm not shy. I'll jump into scenarios, jump into rooms, and met a lot of cool people, and that's
Now
kind of
I
what.
ain't mad at I'm not mad at your New Haven situation and you shouting out New Haven, represent. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
go ahead and listen, man.
born and
When,
raised.
when,
That's my
but
family's still up there right now.
no, but DC sound like it adopted you. Go ahead and I'm saying shout out your great aunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, the Miss
I
Jen.
mean, New Haven is New Haven. I go home quite a bit. My family's up there, and we have our way. It reminds me of Baltimore, which is interesting. um, it's a specific flavor in New Haven, and I just grew up around. I was amongst a lot of young, like a lot of cousins and kids, and my mom has a lot of siblings, and so I didn't really have mentorship and that kind of a thing. I didn't have, but I knew what I wanted and I would just try stuff. So I was writing songs by the time I was 10. And so when I moved to DC, I had had enough experience. I also, actually, wild little tidbit, when I was like in third, fourth grade, I, I don't even know why now, but I was into public oration. So I would do these I would call them speech contests where I would memorize Maya Angelou, Martin Luther King, whoever, and I would be in these contests where I would I would perform, or not perform, but I would recite these poems and these speeches, and I would win, and I would beat all the kids above me. I would beat like the fourth, fifth, sixth graders. So that to me was my entry to the stage. It was just speaking in front of people and trying
Mhm.
to make them feel something, and
Yeah.
so by the time I got grown, by the time I came to DC, I was just I came to DC to study broadcast journalism to do the same things you guys are doing. Like I've interviewed a lot of people, I worked in radio and all that when I got here. And but I always knew I wanted to do music first. So I had journalism, broadcast journalism as a major, and music performance as a minor. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on little tangents real quick because
No,
what's
no, listen. I think your stories are no, your story is important, I think, and it feeds in how you're navigating like the industry, right? Because what you're
indeed.
saying is that you were looking for any way to connect to an audience.
Yes.
And so it's just a natural aspect that it was anyway, like theater,
Yeah.
it was homes, it was like just get me in front of a crowd and let me go.
That's where
You
you
know what I mean?
belong, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And I was shy with my family. I wouldn't sing in
yeah,
front of my
Wow.
family. It was so crazy. I would just sing around the homies, like my homegirls around the way and all of that. So when I got here, I wanted to find more round the way people. And what's crazy is that I studying broadcast journalism I moved here from Connecticut to go to American University, and I studied broadcast journalism. I minored in music. What's really trippy about this moment right now, why I'm so glitzy, is that 2 days ago I got a call from a friend and said, "Do you know anybody who wants to sing the Black National Anthem at a women's basketball game?" And I said, I would love to do that. Are you asking me?
Right.
He was like, well, if you're down, I don't know if if you're available. And I was like, okay, I'm available. Um, what's the game? And she said it's at American University. I said, wow. Crazy enough, when my freshman year at AU, people started finding out that I was just like a neo soul girl, and I was asked to do Midnight Madness or March Madness, Midnight Madness, the basketball game at AU.
Mhm.
And so they said, would you be down to sing the national anthem? We heard you're a singer. Someone came up to me in the cafeteria. I said, okay, I'll do that. And it went over so well that I did the anthem for the men's and women's home game for the whole time I was at AU. And
Wow.
all of the b-ball players are like my best friends. Like I'm babysitting their kids and hey, like they still living in DC. So it was really crazy
Like a full
tonight.
circle moment.
So full circle to be
That's
at this is what I was doing many moons ago, but tonight to go there and be a part of the women's game and and tonight they said we want you to sing the Black national anthem. Now AU is a PWI, you know what I'm saying? And I was 1 or 2% when I was there in the 90s. And I was coming from a very Black environment.
Right.
But I found a tribe and a community. And I made the best of friends there. And I enjoyed singing the anthem. So today to go there and sing the Black national anthem, I tried to
That's
let
big.
that,
No,
I tried to let
we
that
gotta
shit
get
out.
it.
You left it on the
We gotta
court.
get that up for Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, you
And
sparkly.
you never does that.
Hey,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
needed more leather. I needed a black fist to go with it. I mean, you're at American University. I need some Africana earrings. You know what I'm saying? That symbolism, my sister. No.
I was just being me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, if I'm gonna be it's a sports event, and here's the thing that didn't change when I would do the men's games versus the women's games. No one would go to the women's games. So tonight it wasn't really anybody there. But I didn't care. I was like, this is the same old, same old. Okay. But now I get to sing the Black national anthem.
That's
dope.
Progress.
That's beautiful. All that leading to where I am now.
Right. Let's get into the career, right? So you kind of talked about how you're navigating or just even navigate your space. So let's talk about your collaborations and things that you're putting out there as your artifacts of Deborah Bond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me a little more about that and what can people find you?
People can find me. They just gotta look my name up or look my name up and look up Deborah Bond and whatever you're into. Acid jazz, Deborah Bond house music, Deborah Bond hip hop, Deborah Bond funk, soul, Deborah Bond rock. There's probably some form of a collaboration that you find for me that's out there. Because I really do enjoy collaborating.
Do you write in all of those genres too, as well?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have 4 albums, and when I got to DC and I kind of got in the mix of the U Street, shout out to DC's U Street area in the late 90s, and the height of neo soul kind of kicking off and all that. Like I met a lot of people and just really kind of got out there. So the collab, I jumped into finding musicians that could produce for me and give me the sound that I want, which was a adult contemporary Shaka, Anita, all of these things. And so I have my 4 albums that are out. And then in between time, I just keep trying to find the music. And that's led me to so many collaborators from my friends at AU. We were called the Rebels of the Lost Sun. I was like the Lauryn Hill. They were like the rappers. We did that, kind of thing when I was younger. And then moved into Third Logic, who produced my first 2 records, and we had a 15-year run and toured the world and just performed anywhere and everywhere we could. And then in later years now, I've just been really stepping out on my own and just finding it. So that's led me to Foreign Exchange. Shout out to Fonte, shout out to Nicolay, shout out to Zoe, which also led me to DJ Tall Black Guy, who they just released a beautiful record yesterday, a stellar record. Stellar. Abstractions. No, this one is Expansions. Abstractions was their first collaborative effort. This one is called Expansions. Beautiful record, all-star lineup on it, including me on 2 tracks. Yeah. And with that, even before them, I was through working in radio. I worked at Sirius XM Radio, and I met Bluey from Incognito, and very interesting encounter. Just meeting him in the lobby of XM. And being a part of running the soundboard for an interview with him and Mesa for a Smooth Jazz channel. I was just in there doing my job, working the board. And he's like, don't you have an album out? I'm like, I do have. And I ended up collaborating with Incognito, which was probably one of the biggest gifts I could ever receive as an artist. Big love to Incognito. Big love to Bluey, the founder of that group, who was my mentor to me and took me on my first world tour in 2016, 10 years ago. My first
Wow.
world tour. I was in the Middle East this time in 2016, quit my day job and ended up in the Middle East doing a residency in Qatar, and then came back in September and went on a world tour with Incognito and been collaborating with them for many years now. And um, I'm just jumping into things. I just won a Hungarian Grammy last year,
I saw that. I
which is
saw
crazy
that.
because they love Incognito. That's how they found me, and they said we got a song for you. Never met these people, and
Yeah, I mean, I think the crazy thing is like kind of digging into where I think that's the way it lead what JC was bringing you to the next space is just that like, yo, you're just doing so much. I mean, you know, I know JC has more of a, you know, formalized question in that sense, but like that's just amazing, you know what I mean? And it's construction,
You
right?
are president of the Recording Academy Association for DC. Like
yeah.
you really are all over the place. Like how do you balance that with being creative? And what does that look like, even being the president of the Recording Academy Chapter 4 DC?
It is a beautiful blessing. It's crazy because I've been a part of the Recording Academy for like 10 plus years. And I just started out wanting to understand what that's all about. I used to take a tape player and pretend I was on the Grammys when I was like 8. You know what I mean? So like I was always like, oh my gosh, the Grammys. Okay, now there's an actual organization with chapters and members, and what do they do? And so I jumped in that a good while back, and I think that my desire to want to understand this community and through the eyes of the Recording Academy and understand what it means to vote on these awards kept me really present and really hungry, and allowed for me to be offered a lot of opportunities to just be a part of it. And it led to literally the last year, 2 years ago, me deciding I was on a board of governors for at least 10 years and learning and understanding what that means. A very different aspect of the music business besides me being on stage and writing songs. And so I enjoyed the leadership aspect and the understanding the behind the scenes and what makes these, all of these entities work. I wanted to understand the business of this thing. And so being a
But
part of
even I'm
yeah.
not to cut you off, but even more
Yeah.
about the business that you're in every facet of it, right? The acknowledgement, the
To be.
publishing, the writing, you know what I'm saying? Like the awarding, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, to be in every facet of how that's shaped is decently amazing. And I mean, I want to make sure we give you your flowers because everything isn't a Grammy, everything isn't a music video. Like there's so many entities that go into making someone not only be an artist but be a successful artist, but an artist that is being recognized, you know, in many facets, right? Writing
Yeah.
credits, song credits, making sure people get their money. So I just want to say
Mhm.
that being on all those levels, man, that we appreciate you as a guardian of this love language that we all speak. So
Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm
and now that
digging
we gave you your flowers, right? So you got
it.
that nice nice
Bouquet.
compliment.
That
We get ready
compliment.
to turn the sizzle up on you a little bit.
Sizzle it.
Yeah, yeah. Good. JC, let her know where she at.
So when you come to Theoretically R&B Presents In Theory, everyone who has visited has to jump in the theoretical hot seat. There you go.
Okay.
It's hot. Don't get a little too nervous, but there are 3 questions that we have to ask you
Okay.
to see what your thoughts are on R&B. And we can put you into a category based on these questions. They
Okay.
kind of encompass R&B and let us know what your thoughts are. All right. So the first question is, if you are waking up on Saturday morning and it is time to clean, what artist or song are you turning on that will let us know what you know about R&B music?
There is no go-to, so that's one thing because I love so much R&B music. There's never a go-to.
Your shuffle is crazy.
There's many. But let's just say it's this Saturday, because Saturdays are work days for artists. So it's not like a leisure get up and clean kind of day. So what would I put on maybe this Saturday? Because I have to sing this Saturday. I would probably put on you know what's wild? I would put on some probably some George Duke.
I'm not mad at that. Absolutely.
Some George Duke I will put on. I wouldn't put on anything that came out recently.
Now, do you live in because you named a lot of bands, Shaka, Earth, Wind and Fire. That's your space? Funkadelic?
It's definitely a safe space. There's lots of spaces with me though, but that's a safe space.
Okay.
I really am one of those people. I am a shuffle. So tomorrow I might wake up listening to Massive Attack.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, your answer was top tier because you said, "Man, I don't clean. I perform on Saturday." You know what I'm saying? Next question.
Listen, Saturday ain't no leisure day for me. What?
All right. Well, we ain't avoiding this next one. Let's get into the next one.
All right. If you done cleaning, let's say after your performance, you got a little downtime, you hop in the car and you are cruising. What is your top down music? What are you doing if you are driving?
I am the craziest person you will ever interview, brothers. You know why? Okay, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'll tell you my answer first, and then we'll backtrack to why I'm the first person to interview. I'm a triple. Oh, and I was loving the astrology conversation because I'm a triple Sagittarius, and I'm like really fire. So I was like, he didn't even gonna believe the fire that's in me, but I'm gonna go there with y'all. Okay, so top down, Saturday, it's time to chill out. It would probably be like. It would change so daggone much, but I could definitely listen to some like what's that song with Luther Vandross?
Luther Vandross. Make Me a Believer. I heard it. Luckily we have a vocalist, right? All right, man.
That would be cruising.
Now, I can ride with you. That's a high quality. I can get in the car with you. Let's go ahead and get the Wawa real quick.
And you know what's gonna have to happen when we do that? You're gonna have to drive because I don't drive.
That's fine.
I had a feeling that's where you were going with that.
When you said, "What's the top down?" I said, "I wish I knew because I never had that experience."
That just means you're in control of the music. You over there on the aux cord.
There you go. I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ.
If you ain't got good taste, you get the aux cord snatch. If you ain't driving, you better have good gas money and good snack money. And your playlist ain't booty. Your snack game got to step up another notch.
I got snacks. I got snacks.
All right.
And I used to be a DJ. I will control the thing. You know,
really all over
but it's gonna be me. It's gonna be what I want to hear. You know, I've definitely been in situations where I'm like, can you change that? They're like, what you? Oh, wait. You ain't driving. Like, but this is not good. You know, but anyway.
All right, well, you haven't failed yet. Like George Duke and Luther Vandross going to get you through cleaning and the top down.
Yes, indeed.
Now, this last question is the one that gives people some trouble.
Uh-oh.
Now, you've driven, you perform.
Mm-hmm.
You driven down the coast. Matter of fact, you were driving to a destination.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You were headed.
Okay.
To your person's house, and now it's time to set the mood. What is your mood music? What is the artist or song that you are using to set the mood?
Ooh, okay. Right off the bat.
Off the top of your head.
September by Quincy Jones.
Oh, Boys in the Hood. Come on now, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a JC classic.
Yeah.
That's a JC classic. He loves that.
That's
song.
definitely a classic. Take
I
six.
love that song.
Quincy Jones, you can't go wrong with that.
And it's an all-star little cast on that job. When I was young, I didn't really realize that was when I was in Boys in the Hood? What year was that? I mean, not Boys in the Hood.
It was young though. I remember that album because that was off was that Back on the Block?
Back on the Block. I think it was Back on the Block movie.
Yeah.
That was. I believe Sarah Vaughan was on that. And
Absolutely.
I didn't know anything about that growing up, like when I was young, until I got older. Like,
but you knew to listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I would hear her. I can hear her part right now, but I didn't know when I would be singing it. I didn't know that was Sarah Vaughan when I was a kid. So, but that's my song.
Listen, you have survived the hot seat. So yeah, you passed the vibe check. So yeah, I mean, we normally don't, judge people's stuff. But lastly, before we get you out of here, man, tell people what's next for you, where they can find you if they're trying to see you. I mean, where you at?
Many adventures on the way. I'm on the road with not only my music, but my brothers Zoe and Tall Black Eye. I have a album release celebration at DC's Blues Alley. Shows on March 7th. And yeah, it's 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. I am so excited to perform this new music because Naomi's Finest, my new record, going a little bit of a different direction with how I perform it. It's going to be dramatic and warm and all that good stuff. And then
and what
so that's March
platforms can we
7th.
find your music? Where can we find your music?
Music's on all streaming platforms. And then I'll be going to Europe in April. Paris, hopefully, Budapest, and all over the UK. All over the UK in April. So April's looking very beautiful. And yeah, I'm in the process of booking some touring off this new album. But it's out there. Lots of
I just want to tell you that Destiny knows.
Brandon Lane.
A little bit of
That's
a choke.
Brandon Lane right there.
Yeah.
That's Brandon Lane.
Is he on there? Is he?
Brandon Lane produced that song, and Cecily's way in the background on them sweet little high notes. This is my favorite. Yeah. Brandon and I have been working together for a good while. He is the executive producer of my last album, Compass, and he produced my lead single off of Naomi's Finest, which is Amber Dust. And he also produced Destiny.
That's Chef's Kiss as well. Absolutely.
I was going for that play a little bit.
I just seen that brother tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
I heard you talking about it, so I had to shout him out because both Cecily is on backgrounds on that song, and Brandon produced it. And Cecily also, shout out to my sis, who I've known for many, many years. Cecily also co-wrote a song that's very dear to me on my new album called Deborah's Song. And so shout out to Cecily, our first time writing together and collabing together. But she's on backgrounds on my new album and writing. And shout out to Brandon, who's all over bass on the album. So I'm out here. Look me up.
We appreciate it. Listen, I mean, on that Europe tour, if you just need, somebody to bring you out, like Steve Harvey brought out Cedric the Entertainer, theoretically R&B is available because if we, don't nobody bring you out like we do it. I'm just letting you know.
Let me get the passports ready.
I'm just telling you.
Passports ready. Let her. Yeah, you
passports ready.
That's not a question.
I speak Budapestian. I'm just saying. I'm just stating the fact.
Oh, come on.
Listen, we appreciate you for coming through, man. It was a long time coming. We had this collaboration. This is before there was the weather was warm when we were supposed to talk. It was hot.
Right. We got snow melting now. Yeah.
But hey, you were a theorist then, you a theorist now. We appreciate you, man.
Right on time.
Listen.
So much.
Yeah, keep us in mind, man, when you get back from Europe, and make sure that you keep us on updated on what you got going on.
Let me know if y'all around March 7th. I got you. All right, y'all.
I mean, we'll get around.
I'm right around the corner.
It's gonna be a good time.
You ain't said nothing but a word. Now you done messed up.
It's gonna be a good
now
time.
you done messed up because you said it. So
come on.
Thank you so much,
come on.
We see you soon. We appreciate you.
Many blessings to y'all.
Bye-bye.
All right. Give it up, guys, for Deborah Bond. Make sure y'all follow, like, and share all of her music, guys. All right. Oh, man. Time to get to it.
Absolutely, man. Let's hop into the weeds now, shall we?
Yes.
You sent me this one too, man. Listen, it said you could only choose one of these albums. Which album are you choosing? I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in here first, young man.
Go ahead.
You can get rid of that H-Town and intro for me. The competition is between Diary of a Mad Band and Mint Condition. I'm going Diary of a Madman without a question.
I can feel that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I got a lot of respect on Mint Conditions album. I think the musicology will get me through more. And I'm just saying, hey, yo, I need one. I'm that Mint Condition, because I can dissect and pick up different pieces. But if I just want the, Jodeci is, listen, that music shapes the 90s. Like,
that Diary of a Madman definitely goes in the time capsule.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think it's Jodeci in a landslide. Like, you know what I mean? So,
you said that to me like it was a discussion.
I mean, sometimes
the Mint Condition is not super far behind it as far as
it's not. But I mean, I didn't send it to you. I just like, hey man, just give you some little fodder. You know what I'm saying? We can move on. That was a stupid question. Let's get into that.
They said, why is this a question? It's Jodeci straight up and down?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
all right. Let's talk about these episodes, man. We just got done this week with CHUUUUURH.
Okay. I think that people saw the title, we talked about it, and at the end of the day, like church, this episode actually turned out to be way more fun than I thought it was. And kind of, we've never talked about your experiences in the Black church. We never talked about my experiences in the Black church. And yet still, it was the same experience, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that this episode had way more. I mean, like Medea said, it just had more, probably the most funny moments that are tied in the core memory than, you know what I'm saying, than I think we've ever really had. Like, it just making the connections of church to the artists, to the music, to our experiences were just really, really, really awesome. And I enjoyed it. Vel said we needed a hug. I don't know if that hug is like restraining jacket or if it's a real hug, but tell me your favorite. What's your favorite track?
Yeah, for those who haven't listened yet, we're just talking about songs. Just the general synopsis of it is that songs that have a church feel to them. That was the first segment, right? So again, we broke it into eras, and then we had another part that we'll get to. But my favorite when we were talking about the eras as far as church music, I'm going to have to say, I'm going to give it to Dave Hollister.
Yeah.
Dave Hollister, except for the lyrics, sounds like a gospel album. On some of those songs.
I mean, listen, he looks like the fat deacon that can sing. He sounds like the fat deacon that can sing. Everything about him, like Dave Hollister couldn't be skinny. He was born to eat extra biscuits, gravy, the whole night. Like
in the middle of the sermon, he gonna start singing.
Yeah, like I mean,
I've had some rough times.
Yeah, like hey, Big Dave singing. Yeah, absolutely.
In the middle of the sermon.
Absolutely. So.
That was a good time, man.
I agree. I mean, I'm gonna go with mine is Anthony Hamilton. I'm a mess.
That was a good set. That was a good discussion.
Listen, that was pretty hilarious because that song it's so centered in the church.
It's a testimony. That's the man standing up. He's been having a rough time because his relationship ended.
And did not you in the snippet showing the baptism in the creek?
Because Anthony Hamilton is down by the riverside. That's all he is. Like anything country and southern that you could think of is Anthony Hamilton.
It was. I mean, I'm a mess. It's my absolute favorite of his tracks. He has so many good ones, but it is my favorite one. Like it's yo, brother. So I mean, I enjoyed the connectivity, really understanding that a lot of these brothers, some of them were PKs, some of them were just spiritual in their upbringing, but you could see the influence that, and I think that we would be denying ourselves history and we just didn't talk about the relationship that,
between the
Black
church and R&B
had.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And so the more I dug into this, like while I was doing the clips, it's really none of these artists don't have a connection to it. So, you know, what you hear is the influence of the Black church in some of these songs that we have so much of a connection to.
Absolutely.
And then we took it in a little different direction. So there are some songs that sound like church, and then there are some songs that crossed into the R&B charts that are gospel songs, or that whose subject matter is the church.
Strictly, some of this is revival music.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about Kirk Franklin. We talked about Mary, Howard Hewitt. And we talked about how coming up, we didn't know that this was gospel.
Yeah. I think that, and again, the internet never proves you wrong. I mean, you know,
right. We all had the same shared Black experience.
Yeah. You posted the BB and CC, you know, stuff. And I mean, people legitimately
was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, like, yeah, me too. I was confused by, you know, BB and CC. And it's pretty hilarious because some of these people are real churchy. Like they were like, yeah, I ain't know nothing about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I thought they were together. Right.
Man, somebody went absolutely ham on TikTok, was like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Brothers and sisters don't look like that. I was like, well, damn.
Calm down. So like that. It's all in good fun. Right.
Whoa. Hey, man. God damn. Bad Bunny really got people excited. I was like, yo, that's too much.
But I'm going to tell you, on here, the sleeper that I still don't think some of y'all are hip to is Molly Music, yo. Like that song still, it's got a spiritual base, and that's a wedding song, yo. Like that's if you looking for something for your nuptials, put that in your pipe and smoke it, yo. I'm glad you put that on there.
I enjoyed the honestly, I mean, people could say whatever they want. The Roberto Kelly truth aspect of it, I think was real. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a real conversation between us about, you know what I'm saying, you know, I think the both and you know, I think we're always so quick. And again, you know, there's never going to be a time when I will cape for, you know what I'm saying, you know, one, you know, Robert Kelly. But what people have to also understand is that, you know what I mean, behind a lot of the things that he wrote, there was a lot of pain, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of realness. And I think that there are some lessons to be learned in what we can pull out about someone that really is fighting with, you know what I'm saying, you know, demons and darkness and you know what I'm saying, and really asking for, you know, forgiveness.
I mean, because the truth of the matter is, on the flip side of that, you got Kirk, who kind of had a situation where he was doing the same thing through music. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Who is me to judge?
You know what's crazy? I can't even call him this no more, but I always call Kirk Franklin the P. Diddy of gospel. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's like that has a different kind of connotation. Like Kirk Franklin, like, I just want to make you dance. Like he just
tight pants make you dance.
Yeah. Then we found out he had a porn addiction. So I mean, yeah. So.
You was itching to say that, yo. Yo, if you did not check out episode 96 Church, it's streaming on all platforms. It was a good time, man. Like you said, that was one when you brought it forward, I was like, I don't know about this, but it was good music, man. That was a good discussion.
It was a good time. I mean, you know, all the mannerisms. I think the videos are really good because there's a lot of things that go in unspoken of just, you know, what it is.
Into the greatest show on earth.
Yeah. And then we got 97 coming up.
Boom. And we are going into Love Week. Episode 97 is Lover's Lane. All right. So we're talking about love music. Chocolate Thunder jumped in with us. And this is just good music. You can see by the artists on the screen. And this is just a sample of who's on the episode. This was good music. And it's about love music, man. Whatever way you loving, it's on this episode.
We always like that JC specialized on this episode in horizontal love. So just know that. Okay. I mean, but it's some good music on there. and definitely some good stuff to add to your playlist, and some really
Don't
good
drop the ball,
conversation.
Jimmy.
Yeah, we had Chocolate
Line
Thunder on
brother
this
for
one.
you, boy.
Chocolate Thunder was in the building, and she is our resident lover, so she took liberty with definitely adding some tracks and getting
She
to
did
it.
get off on this one. Yes, she did,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah. I think this was like, this was, she transformed into Mumra on this joint. Like, she was ready, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so for all our Chocolate Thunder
She said,
lovers,
you guys told me to lean into it.
yeah, you gonna appreciate her. On
She
this
leaned
one.
in, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a good time, man. So if you're looking
And,
for something to add to your playlist and have a little discussion about with your boo thing, turn on episode 97, Lover's Lane.
yeah, it absolutely drops at midnight.
Absolutely.
So, and man, it's Friday.
Friday.
Friday's an extremely special day. It's our very own JC's birthday, and we are breaking it in with doing Jill and Chill at Dimple's Restaurant and Lounge. It is sold out. It's been sold out for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. That thing was on the market for 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
It was on the chopping block for 4 days, man, and it was gone, man. So we thank y'all for that. We got a sold out house. We got a brand new Jill Scott album. It's gonna be a good time, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's Friday at 6 o'clock at Dimple's Bar and Grill.
Absolutely. And we got Unplugged. We announced the artist
after Jill and Chill. We can let y'all know who the artist is.
Yeah. We're not doing that. Yeah. So just make sure y'all are there. You know what I mean? That you bought your tickets.
The tickets are available now, though. If you have faith in our R&B choices,
there you go.
Are available now.
That's a strong statement. If you got faith in our R&B choices, okay.
Listen,
all
man,
right.
I think we've proven. We know a little something about something.
Yeah.
Jump out there. It's gonna be a good time, though. It's a live music experience. It's going to be a good time. March 21st at Resonate Studios with the producer, Trevor.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. Now, I missed something. Medea in the comments talking about some Jamie drops on Friday. The whole album?
Yeah, I know Brent Fayez drops on Friday as well. So, I mean, Friday's going to be crazy for music. I guess.
All right, so we're going to spend some time with that. If that Jamie dropped this week, we're gonna spend some time with that. All right. Well, that's a good look. So yeah, we outside. Check those two out. We are also
taking over the Atrium.
Absolutely.
The Atrium takeover. We are going to be at the Hyatt on February 28th from 6 to 8. We're going to be rocking out, doing a live broadcast experience at the Hyatt at the Lincoln University CIAA Hotel. We are taking it over. It's going to be, so if you just want to come down, rock out with your boys, RSVP is on Eventbrite, so we know how many people to have, how much giveaways to have for y'all. You know what I mean? What we trying to do, but it's going to be a live experience for theoretically R&B. And that is February 28th at the Hyatt on Light Street in downtown Baltimore.
We're going to get y'all ready to party at Lincoln Loves R&B. You will definitely be ready to go up there and jam after we get through with you. It's going to be a good time, man. We got a fun experience planned for you all. So come on out, have a good time.
Absolutely. And we got some other stuff still cooking.
Brewing. Still some stuff in the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you're checking the page, not only for the clips, but just to know what we got going on. Some great things happening. We are on the road to 100. We are celebrating 100. We're celebrating 2 years. All of that is happening. Details to be announced soon. Well, listen, man, that's it for us today, man. We appreciate you guys this Wednesday, every Wednesday, for tuning in and being a part of what we are, leaning into the artists that are, and then leaning into the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were a little quiet today. We gotta get y'all next week. I promise something better. We're gonna do a poll on what was the best release on Friday.
Oh, listen. Yeah. That Jamie dropping. Yeah, I'm listening.
Do your homework. We coming at it.
Thank you, Miss Deborah Bond, for stopping by and spending some time with us. The guests don't stop. The R&B doesn't stop, y'all. So we appreciate y'all every week for stopping in. I'm
That's
JC,
it,
the Slow Song King Kong.
I'm Slap the Professor, man. This is In Theory. We see y'all theoretically R&B, man. Y'all have a great, fantastic love day, man. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.